super intelligence, and it's getting smarter and smarter by the second. So time is of the essence, and we are running to try to stop it. And so and you see it seeping through in, you know, in John Slattery's character and in my character and our personal lives, and you see it happening to all of the characters in it.
Hey everyone, this is Jana Nascimento Nagas from Your Jana on Camera, and today I have the pleasure to talk to Brazilian actress Fernanda Andrade. She's from São José dos Campos and straight to Hollywood, and we're gonna talk today. Thank you so much for your time, Fernanda, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing so well. It's been a fun day of talking about Next, you know, can't complain.
Yes. Oh, yeah. When you first read the script, what got your attention on this, like, very intrigued artificial intelligence series?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great script to begin with. You know, Manny Coto did such a great job at creating a world that is very rooted in reality and today. So it was very easy to relate to. And it was at the same time this, you know, being hit by a truck, realizing, oh my God, this is real now. These things that I haven't been thinking about, you know, the way that we're fully integrated with technology and how vulnerable really it can make us. I think artificial intelligence has always been something that, you know, you think of robots and you think of the future. And while I was doing the show and after I read it during this whole entire season, I feel like I've read more and more news about how it's here, it's all over, it's in our homes, it's in our Alexas, it's in our phone, it's the way we communicate and has access to essentially everything that has to do with our lives. And it's also in medicine and in finance and the criminal justice system and agriculture. So it's ever pervading, and it made me, I think, awake to that in a way that I probably would have taken me a little bit longer to understand the precipice that we're at as a race.
Yeah, it's something that sometimes we're not aware of. We sometimes, especially like years ago, we did not realize how much that will affect us. Like I have here in my computer, I have this close my camera and all this stuff. It's funny. Yeah. But I want to know, like, what we like the most about Shea Salazar.
Shea Salazar is, I feel so very lucky to play this character because she is a, you know, fully dimensional character. So even though she's an FBI agent and you see her in her strength in that, you also see her a huge part of the heart of Shea and the show really is her love for her family and how much that means to her, and the threat that Next poses to it, and her strength and will to fight against that and to protect. You know, she is a mother in more than one sense of the word, right? She's protecting her child and her family, but also at the same time she's chosen a career in which she chooses not only in the FBI to protect people, but once Next comes into the picture, she finds herself in a much greater role of having to protect essentially the survival of humankind. So it's a beautiful, complex role to play. And I think that you see her in her strength, but also in how, you know, she has a past that she thinks she's left behind. Like many of us, you know, I left Brazil when I was 11 years old. And I think that there are parts of ourselves as we move ahead in life that we hope that we've overcome, that we can forget. And even though that's not my experience of Brazil necessarily, you know, I think that she had created a new life for herself and she had hoped that she wouldn't have to deal with her past demons. And through the first season, you really see that this technology has infiltrated us in such a way that it has access to everything that you are, and it's going to use that against you. And you really see her facing all of the things that she never wanted to face and more.
Yeah, I like her. I like the way that she deals with the family, with the son. We cannot say too much about it, but I like it. Yes, I don't want to spoil it to people because I think I like the way that she's passionate about her job and also about her family. You like working with John Slattery. It's awesome, and you've been working with very good actors. What did you learn? Did you learn anything from him? How was like on set this experience, this collaboration with him?
It was amazing. I think that I just felt, I felt very fortunate, and I also felt very safe. You know, I knew that he's an incredible actor and he's an incredible partner, but he elevates the entire show, and it's not just by his presence. You know, he was thoroughly dedicated to making the show the best that it possibly can be, and I think that inspired me, along with the rest of the cast, to really bring it and to really elevate everything as much as we possibly could. And you know, I'm learning from somebody that I admire, and at the same time I'm finding a haven and a partner that is really giving and is really wonderful to work with. So I think I got you know, a classroom as well as like a partnership that is the best that you can hope for.
Have you ever have like a situation that sometimes, I don't know, you talk about something or merchandise or something that you wanted too much close to a phone or to a computer, and next day or next hour you have all these crazy ads, or I don't know, or something.
Oh yeah, all the time, and it's the creepiest thing. It's so creepy, right? You're just,
yeah.
I remember when my husband and I got engaged, all of our ads were about like engagement rings and things, but it really has become so much more. I'll talk about a salad and I'll get like all these like salad things and health things popping up all the time, and it's terrifying because the convenience of it, where you go, oh my God, this is listening, and then at the same time that we can't get away from going, oh, but I kind of like that, you know. Maybe I'll buy that. So it's putting, it's, you know, it's really putting its claws into the parts of us that we haven't mastered yet, which is that we want convenience, we want help, but how far is it really helping us, and how far are we allowing ourselves to become not only dependent but extremely vulnerable to this technology and whoever is behind it, you know, whether that's a company or somebody, or, you know, who knows who is watching these things, but we know we've got a camera right here and we know how hackable those things are. So it's quite terrifying, and it's also a feeling of.
And then you are such a talent, and your career being not followed that close. I used to be more close, but I think it's amazing, Brazilian actress to be the main character of a series that on FOXTV. For me, it's like oh my God, I'm so proud as a Brazilian, as a woman, and I think for you will be a big accomplishment. I mean, even though you have a lot of great series like The First and Son of Anarchies and everything else. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I feel the same way. You know, I feel super excited. I can't believe it. It's so cool. You know, I think being an actor or being an artist for anybody is a bit of a childhood dream, and you kind of dream it, but you don't, you know, I grew up in Brazil, and my father's an engineer and my mom's a teacher. So it was a dream, but there's a part of you, there's this little voice in the back of your head that just keeps telling you, like, you can't really do that, you know? So I think that it's really cool. And I think that I'm also extremely fortunate that I'm even though I've of course had wonderful experiences in the past, I feel like I'm especially proud to play Shea because of how strong and how inspiring she is and how successful she is. You know, she came from nothing and she made her life like all immigrants that come to this country. You know, she made something out of nothing, and she's extremely good at her job and extremely dedicated to her job and to her family. And it's just, I feel very fortunate to play somebody who I admire.
Yeah.
And people, and who also reminds me of so many people that I know that have come here, right? When I look around at, at everybody that has come to this country, I have so many friends, and what they've done and where they've gotten. I think she's a good an important representation for the community, not only for women but for the Latin community.
And what do you think we can expect of this first season of Next?
Oh man, it's gonna be a ride. You know, this is a show that is extremely fast paced because we are against the clock and against a monster that we can't possibly understand how much smarter than us it is. It's something that has been developed it's beyond human level artificial intelligence. So it's a super intelligence, and it's getting smarter and smarter by the second. So time is of the essence, and we are running to try to stop it. And so and you see it seeping through in John Slattery's character and in my character and our personal lives, and you see it happening to all of the characters in it. So it's a constant race against the clock while being internally and externally attacked. So it's an incredibly fun show to watch, and it's pulsating to the end.
That's awesome. I love everything about it, and I cannot wait for everybody to watch. And I wish you a lot of success. Muito orgulhosa. Muito obrigada pelo seu tempo.
Obrigada a você.
Muito obrigada. E eu vou falar para todos os brasileiros que moram aqui para assistir The Next. For
muito
sure.
Obrigada, viu? Um prazer. Então, eu mando falar português que faz anos que eu não falo.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like and subscribe to our channel right here.